My name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That More Brandon. So in this episode I'm going to be reacting to the 4th episode of Love Island series 9. So at the beginning of this episode I'll get straight into it. Zara and Lara were both having a quick chat about Ron. So Zara said if he was 100% hers, then the games would definitely be on. But obviously if he's not really sure which way he wants to sway and she's not sure whether she wants to stick with him or move on, then that's when it's going to be complicated for him. Well, that's going to be complicated for all three of them because then they're stuck in this weird triangle of love. Obviously Zara and Lara aren't going to get with each other, but yeah, Zara's not sure whether she should go for Ron, Lara's not sure whether she's got competition with Zara, and Ron kind of needs to decide which of the girls he wants to pursue that relationship with. David and Tanyel had a quick chat, and he basically said to Tanyel, who's like, well, do you want to get to know me? Like, do you want to give me a chance? And I think that she said she was open to getting to know him, but obviously she was still a bit in her own world because she did actually have other guys that she was talking to as well. So I think for her it was a bit difficult because, again, similarly to Kai, Tanya did have a few guys talking about her or that were interested in her. It's just whether or not she's got enough time to also talk to David and solidify some sort of connection with someone before that first dumping, because she can't be recoupled with everyone. Kai and Zara also had a quick chat. So obviously Kai 24, Zara 25. She said that she didn't really go for younger guys, but may make an exception for someone like Kai, and also that he was quite mature. So he obviously is a teacher, so he has to be mature, he has to be kind of confident around the teachers and obviously the other students, so that is why he is mature for his age. And she kind of didn't want to reveal who she was potentially going for, but she did say that there were two guys that were her type, him obviously being one of them. And yeah, like I said, she didn't want to reveal who the other one was. Obviously Ron, he's got his situation with Lana and new girl Zara. Tanya obviously has her situation with Shaq and also new guy David. So Ron, I think, actually said to Tanya that the cockiness could come out of Zara because she knows that she's such a good looking girl, and because she knows that maybe the job that she's got is a good job, that yeah, maybe that confidence could end up converting into cockiness, so he's not really sure what to do. But I think that both of them have each other's back because they know they're not interested in each other, but they want to try and help each other to not let the other one down, if that makes sense. Because I don't think Tanya and Ron would be interested in each other, but you never know, could have a little swapsies. Lana could go for Shaq and then Tanya maybe with Ron, so they could have that new coupling there. Shaq and Tanya had a quick chat, and while they were having a chat, David actually came over to say that he wanted, well, he said, is now a good time for you to obviously talk to Tanya, so he quickly pulled her for a chat. Ron and Lana had another chat as well, so he said that his head is where it was at before, but obviously someone else has been thrown into the mix. Lana said that obviously she is quite different to her, and obviously they've got two different personalities, and I think that's where Ron was like, well, that's what I'm trying to work out, because I like you both because you're both different, but I have to put 100% into one of you, and I just need to work out if there is something potential with her. If not, I'm with you. If there is, then I'm with her. Is kind of the way that he came across, because he didn't sound like he wanted to talk to multiple girls at the same time, but also he is at the moment, so he needs to change that. Kai and Anime had a chat as well. Anime said she didn't really fancy chatting to any of the other guys, and Kai actually said to her that it seems very forced with Tanyel, that although they are in a couple, she seems to be obviously the fiery, dominant kind of one, and he kind of just seems to be there. He also said, yeah, he kind of felt like his conversations with Anime were a lot more, there was a lot more conversation, like they were talking about all the different crime series or serial killers and love related stuff, and it just seemed really relaxed. So he said wasn't swayed towards Anime, but he just said he got on better with her in terms of conversation, and yeah, rather than with Tanyel. For Zara and Will, he asked her to do a little catwalk strut, and she said that she didn't know what to expect from a farmer, but he obviously came across quite well so far. But again, I don't know if it's just kind of like a friendly vibe thing, or if he genuinely likes her and that she genuinely likes him more than just a friend. So Kai and Tanya had a quick chat. Tanya said that she got jealous when he was speaking to Anime, but I think the thing with Love Island is you cannot just talk to one person, because if they get swept off their feet by someone else, you're then left exposed on your own, and unless a bombshell walks in the day after and you get on like the perfect match, you're basically screwing yourself over. And Kai just said, yeah, I'm sorry if you felt like that, but like, she basically said to him he didn't do anything wrong, it was just the idea of something potentially going further kind of made her upset as well. And then, yeah, Shaq and Zara had a quick chat. He said that he is getting to know Tanya. Zara said that she's looking for someone with confidence, ambition, and she wants to be dominated, not to have a boy there as a puppy to kind of just follow her in everything that she does. With Shaq replying, "You are a stunning girl." So at least if Tanya was to go for David, Shaq can kind of, I wouldn't say fall back or have a second option as Zara, but he could also in the meantime start getting to know her, see if what they have is better than what he already has with Tanya. Again, Harris and Anna May had a quick chat. They said that obviously having spoken to each other before, it feels like there's not really a connection between the two of them. So I think at this point they kind of just cut it out and they just ended it. Well, they ended what they hadn't even started, so they're back to being friends again. With Tom and Zara, he wanted to do a quick height check with her, so asked her to take her heels off. And she said that she wants someone who's able to keep her on her toes, which he kind of felt like he could. Again, Olivia brought up that thing about Harris and his maturity, whether he is mature enough. And Will, obviously, in the morning, the first thing that he did when he woke up was made sure everyone was right. He just said, "Is everyone all right? Hope you're all good." And then David and Zara had a quick chat saying, well, Zara explaining that she felt like they had changed the energy within the villa. Obviously, not causing drama, but they're now both talking to people that were supposedly in these great relationships, now potentially could be broken. Again, Kai and Anna May had a quick chat. They were chatting about serial killers again. Anna May just said that Kai is somebody that she would take home to her parents, and Kai said that he's the only boy that Tanyel has paid attention to. So maybe she's putting all of her eggs in Kai's basket, but Kai's allowing his eggs to be spread elsewhere. Again, Ron and Tanyel had a chat. Tanyel said that her top two were Ron and Kai. But I think at the moment, the fact that Kai's now talking to Anna May, Tanyel's probably going to put her eggs within Ron's basket. But again, for Tanyel, it's quite difficult because she's got Kai, who she likes on one side, who's now talking to Anna May. She's got Ron, who she likes on the other side, who was talking to Zara and also talking to Lana. So there's just a lot of competition there. And Tanya doesn't have that backup option for herself. Well, the backup option that she has, or the third option she potentially could go for, is someone like Tom or to Harris, because obviously she does get on with the Harris guy. She hasn't really explored that much, so she could chat to him a bit more. And then Olivia and Tanyel had a quick girls chat. Again, two fiery girls. I think they're sticking together, which is good, so they're going to try and not go for the same guys. I think Tanyel said that she was gravitating a little bit more towards Ron, and she needs to give both of them time. She also feels bad because of Lana, but she knows that Lana had a chat with Tom, so it's kind of like they are all doing swapsies, that she can't really feel bad for Lana because she's doing exactly what Tanya's doing with her guy, what she's doing with someone else's guy. So it's kind of like a weird little circle of love there. And then obviously the Islanders got involved with a game of beer pong. So this is where they have all the different statements, or similar to that first challenge, the different questions, or kiss who you think is the best looking, that kind of thing. So I'll just summarise them very, very quickly, and then we'll see what happened at the end of the episode. So Tanyel had to snog the Islander that she thought was boyfriend material. She snogged Kai. I think it's just an excuse to kiss him, and also to kind of see whether he was still interested in her, even though he was talking to someone else. Anna May had to kiss someone that she fancied the most. She also kissed Kai. David had to have a 30-second snog with someone. He chose Tanya, and she kind of just said, this is not it. Like, at this point, she kind of knew that it was probably over again before that already started, but she was still trying to get to know him and just to see if there was something there. Zara said that if she wasn't in a couple with who she was with at the moment, who would she couple up with? And then she just quickly said, oh wait, I'm single. And she snogged Tom. Kai's thing was who would he introduce to his family? He would introduce Tanya. For Shaq, his dare on the cup was obviously to kiss someone in the place that he likes to be kissed. So he kissed Lana, like on this kind of part, like the neck kind of part. Again, a bit strange because Shaq's in a couple with Tanya, and obviously Ron and Lana are getting on quite well, but Lana did actually fancy Shaq at one point. I think she said he was quite attractive. So yeah, maybe there's a little bit of chemistry between that little group. Tanya had to decide who her biggest competition was. She said Lana. Olivia had to nibble the ear of a boy who she would have pillow talk with, and she chose Tom. Tom had to lick the Islander that he liked the most, so he licked Zara. So I would say there's a bit of a connection there, but it was only just a lick of a shoulder or whatever. Tanya had to kiss the boy from head to toe that she fancied the most, and she kissed Ron. And then I think, yeah, so on the way for her getting to Ron, she had to walk past Kai, and she just said, get out of the way, as in like, I ain't gonna kiss you, don't get excited. Tanya had to snog the 3 best kisses, so she snogged Tom, Ron and Kai. Again, Shaq probably wasn't really happy with that, but then she wasn't happy with what he did when he kissed Lana on the chest, so I think they both were in the wrong there. So if anything, they should either both be upset with each other, or they both should just laugh it off. Zara had to kiss both sides of the Islander on the cheeks that she felt like was the most two-faced. So she kissed Olivia, and Olivia kind of just said that she felt a little bit embarrassed, but wasn't really sure why she did that, but she kind of felt like it was part of Zara's game plan. And then Olivia said that she had to reveal a secret, and she basically said, well, my secret is I'm not two-faced, I'm actually very straight up. So kind of like a digging nails back at Zara. So yeah, it was a good comeback. It obviously affected her, just having that comment, because I think that's the thing, when someone calls you something negative, like two-faced or a liar or like just focused on money or whatever, like unless there's proof or evidence of that, you have to stick up for yourself. So that was a nice way for her to stick up for herself without having to get violent or aggressive. And then Tom explained that he seemed to be in a bit of a predicament, because obviously he did like Zara, and also he does like Olivia as well. So yeah, obviously now the Zara Ron thing is kind of in the mix as well. Tom has to work out whether he should continue for Zara or whether he should just go for Olivia. And then again with Olivia, she has also Harris chasing her potentially. So yeah, there's just a lot of potentials, but nothing actually set in stone. Other than at the moment, I think Shaq and Tanya, Ron and Lana, but again, that could all change. Zara and Tanya had a chat. So Zara said to Tanya here that she felt like Olivia was playing a bit of a game, and that obviously she hasn't been in a relationship since she was 27. But it was a bit weird because it was literally Zara and Tanya sitting together on the beanbags, and then all of the other girls were kind of sitting with Olivia. Olivia said to the other girls, so it was only Tanya, Lana and Anna May, but she said that it was a calculated kind of decision, and she knew that she would get a reaction. But again, we didn't really see the reason why. We just kind of, from Zara's side, she just said that I think she just wanted to stir things up, or it was just, she didn't really know who to kiss or what to do, so she just went for someone who she thought could potentially just take it on the chin. And then right at the end of the episode, this is where we've had the most drama so far, where some of the boys were just sitting there having a quick chat about the challenge or whatever. You had Shaq on one side, you had David sitting opposite Harris, and Harris just said, David, how was your kiss with Tanya? And David was like, no, like, don't talk about this kind of thing now. And then I think Shaq just said, like, why are you always stirring things up or something like that. I wouldn't say they were about to have a fight, but they did have a little disagreement, which kind of got a bit angry, with David kind of having to pull Harris back, and he was like, I'm not going to do anything, I'm just having a bit of a laugh, or, well, not even having a bit of a laugh, he was just kind of asking. Yeah, Shaq wasn't really happy, because he just obviously wasn't happy, because Harris is talking to David, who potentially is trying to get with Tanya, but also Tanya's guy at the moment, Shaq, was literally sitting there listening, so just probably a bit awkward for him being in that kind of conversation. So yeah, that's kind of how that episode ended. So yeah, at the moment, again, nothing much has changed. It's just, I think at the moment, because we are still in the first week, a lot of people are still just trying to get to know people. Like I said, within the last few days, we've already had 3 bombshells, Tom, Zara and David. So I think they're trying to also work out who they do or don't like, who they're feeling the bonds with. You've also got Will, who's on his own. So he's also having to kind of work out whether he's got a potential connection with someone, or whether he's going to end up in a friendship relationship couple for now, until someone new comes in, or until Casa Amor, if he makes it that far. But yeah, that was it for my review of episode 4. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will be back with another review very soon. But until then, thank you for watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your afternoon and day, evening, or wherever you are. So until then, thank you for watching, and goodbye.